brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 3. Get up for Tony Edler!
Yeah! You see that? You see how that applause isn't as big as it would have been had we not had those technical issues. I warned you guys about that.
Yeah. We were actually planning an acoustic Tony. That would have been interesting to try.
Would have been interesting. Seems like we have a hot crowd here. Seems like we had the kind of crowd that was stricken by tornadoes last night. Nice and quiet, very staring.
Glad to be alive.
Not really looking like they're really in the party mood exactly. Looking like they have a lot of shrapnel to pick up at their yards after this. Stuff like that. But I'm so glad you guys made it out. And this episode is in memory and in respect of those who couldn't make it here tonight that died in tornadoes yesterday. Special Dallas episode. Okay, I don't know why that got a laugh. This is in memory of them, people. How dare you laugh at those poor souls. Okay, it's already creepy as fuck in this room. That's exactly how I like it, motherfuckers. You're going to challenge me? I like it that way. We're going to have fun. This is not streaming live right now due to, on top of all the other technical issues, your Wi-Fi sucks, Dallas. Wow, just when you couldn't come through anything else, just when you didn't have a electrical outlet that it was grounded, you also don't have Wi-Fi. So you're going to catch this episode once it's uploaded tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are live to this live audience, that's for sure. That's all that really matters, right, guys? Because, back in the old days, podcasts were on vinyl records anyway. So here we are. This is going to be exciting. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? Dallas, how much noise can you make at one time? It's like the most mellow Texas crowd I've ever seen in my entire life. You know how the show works. A ton of people signed up tonight. Sometimes it's some of the best local comedians in the world. Other times it's people trying stand-up for the very first time. Like, anything can happen on this show. Last night in Austin, Texas, for example, there was a guitar player that started off the show, just bombing horrendously. I mean, it took him like 3 minutes to even get on stage. Anything can happen at this show. So to go over that, and then we talk to everybody after they do 60 seconds, and to bring a little hometown vibe to the show, I decided why not bring on board one of the funniest Texas comedians that there is. I know this guy. I love this guy. He's originally from, wait for it, Dallas, Texas. And he is back to be a guest on this show. Huge Austin comic right now. Has a weekly show at the Austin Spider House Ballroom where we were last night, every first Monday of every month, called Shit's Golden. He's here right now. Put your hands together for your very own Chris Tellez, everybody. Here he comes. Here he is. Chris Tellez, live in the flesh.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Nobody knows who I am in my own fucking city. It hurts.
That's perfect.
All over that hurts.
That's perfect. A lot of people don't know who I am. I see a lot of podcast fans brought their girlfriends and wives out tonight, and they
Friends,
I can
sisters.
tell they are already miserable. They have these stares that they just can't hide. Like look at that resting bitch face right over there.
Very
there
upset.
you go. There's that smile. There you go. Perk
Force
up,
it out.
baby. Perk up. We're just getting started. You can't be frowning already. So, it's going to be fun. There's going to be highs and lows. Some people are going to be boring as fuck. Some people are going to be funny. Some people sign up for this show like, I'm going to fucking do this. I'm going to show Dallas that there is a star here, and I'm going to do it in 60 seconds. Some people. Anyway, they all signed up on neon green sheets of paper. We put it in a special Christmas bag because that's all that we had. So that's how it works. Comedians, your 60 seconds is up when you hear the sound of a kitty. Oh, that quiet little kitty. It just never really gets that loud. And say goodbye to your speakers, because if anybody goes over that time, that means that you're gonna bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. There you go. Okay. All right, we get it. There's gunshots there.
I like the gun.
There's definitely gunshots. Jesus, Texas. Somebody just shot the fucking bear. So, it's going to be fun. This is going to be definitely, you can always tell when there's technical issues before a show that it's going to be one of those fucking raw dog dirty shows where anything can happen. I feel like people are going to cry at some point during this tonight.
And it's me.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I will be being shocked by this pile of electricity and...
There is a real pile of cords down there. I guess we didn't really load properly after last night's show, huh? You guys ready to do this thing or fucking what, Dallas, Texas?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Fucking do it.
The number one live podcast in the world. We passed up Doug Loves Movies just a few weeks ago as the number one undisputed, undefeated live podcast in the world. And here we go. I'm going to pull a fucking name out of this bag right now. And then they're going to try their heart out to make you laugh. They're really, really going to try to make you laugh for 60 seconds. Anything can happen. Chris, are you ready?
Born ready. Let's do it.
Red Band, you ready for this shit? Let's do it. Put your hands together for your first comedian tonight. He goes by the name of LaRon Wright.
All right.
Here we go.
How y'all doing? Hello? This a joke?
Shit.
Test. Put your hands together for LaRon Wright, everybody. Come on.
Hell yeah.
How y'all doing? Thank you. Thanks for responding. I be watching the news a lot. Look at this. It's not funny. I watch the news a lot, and there's a lot of black people that are getting shot by the cops for reaching for their guns. And it's like so many black people getting shot for reaching for their guns. It's becoming a stereotype. Like black people like, I love fried chicken, I love grape soda, and I love reaching for cops' guns. So what? And your point is, it's enjoyable. I live life on the edge. You skydive, I reach for cops' guns. It's ridiculous, man. I even read the police statements. The police statements are ridiculous. I read the one with the Cleveland cop killed that 12-year-old boy, and he said he thought the suspect was 18 years old and 185 pounds. That's it.
You can finish that if you want. Was there more?
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Keeps going. It's like a fishing story. The kid just gets bigger and bigger every time he tells it. Yes.
LaRon Wright, everybody. Boom. LaRon, that's so funny. How long have you been on stand-up? You got go into the mic for us because it's still it goes through the podcast.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't think they cared, but
Few years?
Yeah, a couple years.
I like that. All here in Dallas?
Nah, I got here in June. I was at West Texas doing shit.
West Texas.
Yeah.
What were you doing out in West Texas other than reaching for cops' guns?
Man, I was digging for oil and doing this shit at night.
I like that.
Yeah.
In the oil business, huh?
Yeah, they laid me off.
They did?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm not Mexican.
Oh, that makes
Hey, what's
sense.
that supposed to mean? Okay.
Yeah. Chris actually got your job.
I don't have a job either, man. So, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fun. What do you do for work?
I lift furniture.
You lift it?
Yeah, I'm just a big field nigga, man. Like,
I love that. You really are.
yeah, man.
I like it. You didn't even say move furniture. You just said lift it. Like
That's right.
Like rich white people are just like, I want to see if you can lift that couch, man.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on. How high can you lift it?
That's how I
$100 says you can't lift it over your head.
That's how I get my tips, man.
That's so cool. So, yeah, you're talking about black people reaching for guns. That is very topical. That is definitely happening. A lot of times it's not even... It really is. I mean, wow. You would think that, hey, there's not a lot of white people doing that. White people sort of know you don't really reach... Oh, there's one on its way right now. Anyway, so yeah, you're definitely covering something that's super topical, and, that's happening a lot. It's almost shocking. Sometimes what's crazy to me is they're not even reaching for cops' guns. They're reaching for, cops' pencils and like like anything. And I think you can definitely add more onto that and like lay it out and stuff, because they're not only just reaching for cops' guns. They're really just reaching for anything. Basically, it's gotten to the point to where having your hands in your pockets and being black is illegal. Because I've seen so
Totally
many
agree with
videos
that.
where the cops are like, "Get your fucking hands out of your pockets!" And then they'll pull their bare hands out of their pockets and they just pop, 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 pop. Because the cops get so scared that there's a gun there, they don't want to miss a beat, So, it's like basically, maybe the way to do this is because, I don't know, maybe black hands, like it sort of looks like a gun. So maybe Michael Jackson was sort of onto something,
Right.
Like maybe.
No, because that's metal. I think we should paint guns pink or something like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Pink guns.
Pink guns.
And maybe there's something that you can add to that. I like your name is LaRon.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's sort of like Elron, but
Right.
like ghetto as fuck.
Have you, have you ever been on a police ride along, or have you ever been arrested?
I've been arrested. Yeah.
Really? What have you been arrested for? Not being able to lift the couch high enough?
No.
Or lifting somebody else's couch without permission?
Couch-related situation.
I had a warrant out for my arrest for expired tags because I didn't go to court.
Jesus.
Oh shit! Expired tags.
Pick my ass up, man.
Oh man, that sucks.
Hoping for something a little more dangerous than that.
Yeah, me too. I was expecting, that. I think there's a
Don't go off
warrant out.
stereotypes, guys.
That's what it's all about.
I can't help it. I
Normally-
can't help it.
Normally, when a black guy's getting arrested for tags, it's because he's tagging like spray paint on
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
feeding.
Okay, lost everybody there. Come on, people. That's so cool. And are you originally from Texas?
No,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, West Texas though.
West Texas.
Amarillo. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Whoa! listen to
fuck
that.
was those Amarillos?
That's not even somebody from Amarillo. That's an actual Amarillo, the animal that just obviously it's mating season over there, and you got her real riled up. I love that. Fuck yeah, Amarillo. What's Amarillo like?
Ah, man, it's a bunch of cows. Cold.
You don't seem happy to be here. Like,
Fucking sight.
maybe you should move. Like, have you ever thought about moving?
Well, no, I just moved. So.
You've been here since June.
Yeah.
What's that like? What's your setup like?
What you mean, like at home?
Yeah.
Ah, shit, I moved in with mother,
Oh, you got the mom.
Yeah, 'cause I wanted to tell jokes.
I love that.
Been there.
I'll make a sacrifice.
Hell
Free
yeah.
rent?
No.
Oh,
She's charging you?
We're roommates.
Damn, I like that.
So,
Wow. One of the best parts of stand-up is being able to bring a girl back to your place and bang her.
Exactly.
And
That's right when you get to the door, be like, hey, you're going to have to shut up. My mom's asleep,
Yeah.
dog. Eh?
yeah, you're gonna have to hush it up,
So you only have to put the tip in. You only get to put the tip in on it.
right? Because that won't wake mom up.
I mean,
I don't know if you've seen a black penis before, Brian, but the tip is bigger than anything we can put together.
that's funny.
and he's an oil driller.
That's true.
Coming together.
Yeah.
Did you use your? Did you just lay on the ground and spin?
Wow. Fuck yeah. So, LaRon, you've been doing stand-up for a few years now. You're having fun in Dallas?
Oh, yeah, man.
What's your favorite thing about Dallas?
Traffic.
The traffic. You like it?
Yeah, it's something different to look at, man.
Right.
Good radio stations.
It's not much traffic. I get around Midland in 20 minutes flat. So,
Midland in 20 minutes.
yeah.
All right. That tells me just about everything I need to know.
Damn.
I have no idea where Midland is. That could be down the street, but I'll take it. LaRon, what's your biggest fear?
Bears, dude. Like,
Bears.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're on the wrong show right now, dude. Whoa, go back. Settle down, bear. Have you ever seen a bear?
Nah, I seen it on Discovery Channel, and he like
You're hiding behind the couch.
he chased down a deer on the side of a mountain. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I can't run 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, you can't?
No.
Oh well, I'm surprised
38,
about that.
you know.
38, yeah. Oh, that's so fun.
It's not fast enough.
LaRon, I'm surprised to hear that it's bears. Like, I mean, I guess I get it. You always change the channel when they come on?
You know what? Nah. Because I'm an adult, so I know they're in the TV.
Right.
But
Hell yeah. This is fucking... That's when you talk shit to the bear.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
right.
What's your other material? Do you have how much material would you say you have? Like, what's the topics that you cover?
Man, it's race and my childhood and shit like that.
Rough childhood?
Nah, man. It's just I got bullied 'cause I went to an all-white school.
You went to an all-white school
Texas?
and you got bullied?
In Texas.
I went through puberty like last week, so
Ah,
just seeing now is not what it was.
right. I see.
Yeah.
So they were all like, "Hey, you're like a black guy."
Right. And they wanted me to rap and play basketball, and I was wearing glasses and shit, so I couldn't do that.
Oh shit.
I let those white people down.
Right. So you don't rap or play basketball.
No.
I love how you say that. Like, fuck no, man. Never in a million years.
No.
Well, that makes it official then. You're definitely from Texas. Well, LaRon, it was so nice to meet you. Thanks for
great,
coming
man.
on the show.
Hey,
And
thanks for having me.
we'll see you again soon. LaRon Wright, 60 Seconds from LaRon. Yeah. He's on Twitter at Wright_LaRon, WRIGHT_LARON. LaRon.
He seems pretty funny.
Yeah. And by the
Seems
way,
really
I guess
cool.
we forgot to mention that a fun fact is that we're going to pick one of these comedians that you see do 60 Seconds tonight to open the stand-up show and do a longer set to open that when we start that later on tonight. So that's exciting, right? Fuck yeah.
We had
Somebody's going to get a little promotion tonight.
we did the show last night, and this poor lady, I mean, it's a long show. If you buy tickets for this show and then the next show, that's like 4 or 5 hours of drinking, plus Texas equals, like, I was the last on my last joke, about to get off stage, the show is about to end, and this poor lady stands up, falls, cracks her head open right in the... and just passes out right in
Something
front.
forward to look to later on in the show, everybody. Anything can happen. I love these people. Love it. Obviously, they're vampires that love.
How did the joke go, though?
Free
Did
blood.
you-
No, I had to. I couldn't go
fresh.
back. I was like it's like a 7-minute joke. I was like 4 minutes into it. I had to like just bail on that joke and start over with a new joke. That
Fuck her.
yeah, fucking bitch.
I'll tell you a lady that's not gonna crack her head right now on the way to the stage because I just pulled her name out of the Christmas bag. Your next comedian goes by the name of Whitney Bassereer. Here we go.
It's a guy.
It might be a guy. Might be a girl. It's Whitney Bassereer, everybody. Here she is.
How are y'all doing? Can everyone hear me? Okay. All right. So I'm here to tell you guys about being a victim of a Southern mom. 2004 homecoming. My date comes to pick me up high as shit. My mom is like short and stout, talks like this, very Southern, standing on a grassy knoll, looking down at me and my date with her camera ready to go. Next thing I know, homegirl is rolling down the hill. Oh, rolling down the hill. My date crumbles to the ground, like can't even breathe. He's dying laughing so hard. And my mom dusts herself off. She goes, "Wow, what just happened there?" Standing there, has no clue what she has just done, picks up the camera, it is demolished. Stands there, and that's pretty much your story.
Holy shit.
And then she
54
died.
seconds from Whitney Bassereer, everybody. Come on. I love that. Whitney, talking to the microphone when we ask you questions. You ready? Did you write down the parts of that story?
I've never done this before.
Whitney Bassereer's first time, right in front of all of you. There it is, the seal of somebody's first time.
I broke the seal.
Whitney, it seems like perhaps maybe you're like allergic to the microphone or something like that.
Have you never held something in your hand
Brian,
like that?
don't you fucking start. Don't you start immediately. Let's just talk comedy for like 40 seconds.
Well, just
with her before
imagine
you
if it's
start.
LaRon. Like, all
That's not like Laurent. It's fucking.
right, put a couple of mics
This
together.
is one of Laurent. This is one of Laurent's testicles right here above my head. It's much bigger than that. I could tell. Whitney, that's fucking
Yes.
so adorable. That's your first minute ever on stage, huh?
Yes,
No theater
yes.
background or anything like that.
No theater background.
What made you want to start doing stand-up comedy?
I just felt ballsy tonight.
Whoa.
Whoa, hello.
Yeah.
Call back to that, everybody. There it is.
Bring it.
She saves all her funny stuff for after the 60 seconds. It's a different unorthodox method that we've never really seen before.
Let's go through this because I missed the beginning because one of the biggest first tips is you want to talk into the microphone.
Yeah, it's very important.
You were like, which, you know, it's, yeah. So I actually did not get any of what you said.
Yeah, we have no idea what happened in that entire story, but it's great. Like you said, it's ballsy. You're plowing through it. My very first time on stage, I prepared for like 2 months. I knew I was starting at the Comedy Store, and I knew that I had a 3-minute set, which isn't that much longer than this. So I prepped and got ready for 3 minutes for 2 months, because when I made a debut, I wanted to fucking hit that landing, you know? And I went up there and I completely blanked out. 2 months of preparation, and I could not remember what the fuck I wrote down. And I didn't have notes. And I blanked out, and I just started riffing on how I totally forgot everything that I've been preparing for 2 months for.
Yeah, I'm
And
definitely blackout status right now. So I can
your
relate.
blackout status?
Blackout.
Like right now, while we're talking?
Scary. Adrenaline high.
Let me see what this.
We have it right now.
Yeah, let's see what this says
Yeah,
right
let's see
here.
if the story makes any sense.
Wait.
First thing it says is do not talk into microphone.
No. And while Ron has a huge dick, I
Okay,
bet.
It
Brian.
does say that. It does.
Brian, let's get off Laurent's dick for a second.
I don't want to. It feels so good. So yeah, go through what you said. So you were a victim of a Southern mom.
Your mom stood up on a hill. She took pictures, and she fell down the hill.
You were dating a junkie. I think I
Rolled
heard that on
down,
that.
yes. Very high date. Yes.
You were on a date that was very high.
Yes.
Stoned off pot.
Stone off marijuana, exactly, yes.
Right.
The
Marijuana.
marijuana smoke.
Which I love. By the way, let me tell you
Acting all
something.
weird.
Only in Texas is marijuana still even
Like the devil.
It really is.
Yeah.
Last night, for example, true story, we're at the Austin Spider House Ballroom. I asked somebody there, I'm not going to name any names because I don't even know the guy's name, but anyway, before the show, I go, hey, does anybody have any fucking pot around here? Like, I just got in town, I don't have any pot. And this guy, who had dreadlocks, by the way, come on now, goes, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I work here.
I work here. And he just started walking away. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, he watched Kill Tony because he was working at the club. And immediately after the show, before the stand-up show, he's like, yo, dude, that was amazing. And gave me pot and a handshake.
Yeah.
But it's like he had to, like, make sure that I wasn't, like, the funniest undercover cop ever or
Yeah.
something.
Now
It came out of his dreadlocks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
it's like a Pez dispenser.
oh
Just
shit.
to let you know, when you asked at that time, they're not dreadlocks, but that guy with the long hair, like, slightly raised his finger.
Now, Whitney, something that people commonly think is a safe route and a cool thing is to tell a story. Now, a lot of the people that have laughed at that story before probably know your mom, right?
Yes.
Right, exactly. Now, we don't know your mom, so picturing her rolling down a hill, it's sort of like, we're not really, like, in it. We really aren't the horse of truth. There he is. When somebody says something very honest that makes total sense, you will hear that horse. Anyway, we can't picture your mom. So let's do something. Let's find out more about you. I'm going to ask you a plethora of questions, and you answer them honestly, and we're going to keep digging until we find something that you can really talk about next time you're on stage. You ready?
Ready.
How old are you?
30.
Where are you from?
I grew up here.
Did you just growl at me?
I mean, I'm from Texas, but I was born in Florida, so
I love that.
yeah.
You're single right now?
I am single.
Right. That's always how
Are you
people
ticklish?
start stand-up
Am I
comedy.
what?
Ticklish.
Very ticklish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brian always knows. He's got that tickle meter.
Do you
okay.
believe in ghosts?
Kind of.
Really?
This girl's crazy.
Have you,
This girl's crazy.
What's
You,
the-
you believe in ghosts?
What's the scariest
Ghost.
thing that you've seen, ghost-wise?
Ooh, I don't.
You believe in ghosts?
I do.
All right. Go on Halloween.
Oh my God.
Go at midnight
As a ghost.
to Planned Parenthood.
There we go. I was wondering. where you were
Notice
going
there's
with
no
that.
ghost there. There'd be
That's
so
such a
many
valid
ghost
point.
babies. There'd be ghost babies all over the place. You would have to take shovels just to get all the ghost babies out of your
Okay.
face.
They got some unfinished business.
It's true.
Living.
Wait,
Or go to a graveyard, find somebody that's wife got murdered, and then they're buried next to
all
each
right,
other.
still no ghosts, everybody. We get it, Brian. Okay, Whitney, back to anything relevant. So, how do you normally your relationships end?
Bad.
Bad, huh? Tell us more. Come on, spill
a
the
ghost
beans.
related.
Last relationship, what happened? You're not that much different than all these crazy.
Go to the one before because the guy's probably still around.
No, he's not. Tell us the truth. Last relationship. What's so bad about it? How did it end?
I broke up with him.
How did that happen?
Hope he's not in the crowd.
Might he be in the crowd? Does he do stand up?
No. I broke up with him.
How long did you
Why?
date?
Marijuana? Was it the marijuana?
He was smoking marijuana cigarettes. Exactly.
Really?
Really? Why?
I just gave her a
No,
no.
Let's.
Stage 5 clingerish.
Oh, he was stage 5 clingerish,
Yeah.
or you are.
No, more him.
He was
Yeah.
clingy.
Yes.
So like, what was that? Like, you couldn't do anything on your own?
Yeah, I'm like sweating.
It happens, Whitney. I know.
There's a lot of sexual
Like he was
tension on the
sweating you.
stage.
Yeah.
Huh?
What? Wait, what?
There's a lot of sexual tension on the stage.
That
yeah.
nervousness that you feel is excitement. It's an adrenaline rush. What's the
Yeah.
most exciting thing that you've done before this? Like skydiving or like, having
Travel.
it?
I've been around the world.
Oh, really? For
Yeah.
what?
I did that in college.
Why?
Because I thought it would be cool.
Where'd you go?
I went to Rollins College in Winter Park, Florida.
No, where'd you go around the world?
No one here went there. No one here went there.
I spin the globe.
All through Asia, the Middle East, and Europe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you hook up with anybody when you were on the other side of the world?
Yeah, any Asian hookers?
No Asian hookers, but yes.
Any clingy Filipinos?
No, just a guy from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. And he
Yeah.
lives here now, or you met him in Philly?
On the boat that I traveled the world on.
Oh, you traveled the world on a boat.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know you took a vacation in the 1700s. They have this wacky thing that they built called an airplane. It's pretty quick. I love that. So you went to Rollins College. What do they specialize in? Is that here in Texas?
It is in Florida.
It's in Florida, so you went to school
Mr.
there.
Rogers went to my college.
Really?
And Elin Woods.
Nobody knows who that is.
Right.
Tiger Woods' wife.
Ti-
Golf club.
Oh, Tiger Woods'
Yeah.
wife. Fuck yeah.
That lucky woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Tiger Woods wasn't so clingy.
No, he was not.
So you don't like clingy guys? Because I feel like I'm pretty clingy. Like, what's clingy to you? Like,
You
Oh
don't-
God! Like, please let me go.
I mean,
You want to go? Why do you want to go?
no, you signed up.
How dare
I
you want
mean,
to go?
I've never seen boobs sweat go through a sweater before, but
You're not even. We can't even tell that you're sweating. It's all in your head and all over your body.
do you think? Do you think it's going to? Or do you think you're going to try this again, or no?
No.
No.
Why?
Oh, that's
Why
such a
is that?
bummer. What?
Why? Tell us why.
Oh my God.
The rolling down the. Come on.
I will keep you here this entire fucking show if you don't start answering these goddamn questions, Whitney. Nobody that's listening to this podcast cares how much fucking sweat's coming out of your body right now. They cannot hear your sweat. It means less than nothing to them. Whitney, what do you do for work?
I am a fashion stylist.
I love that. Fuck yeah! There you go.
Perfect.
What are you styling? What's your any big designs coming out? Anything like that?
Well, I just put clothes on people.
So, like, looking at Tony, he's definitely dressed way better than my Target fashion.
He's pretty sharp. He's pretty sharp.
Yeah, he dresses better than most gay guys I know.
That's true.
What would you recommend for Tony, though?
Hey,
like,
wait a second.
I mean, do you like his fashion, or do you don't like his shoes? I can tell.
Really? You don't like Onitsuka Tigers?
You don't like Japanese women gymnastic shoes.
You don't like my shoes.
No.
All right, Whitney. Okay, first of all, let me tell you something.
Here we go. Here we go.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
It's raining outside. I can't.
You. All right, forget it. So you're a fashion designer. How's that going in Texas? Like, it sort of seems like everybody's in LL Bean and Death Squad T-shirts. So I
No.
don't know. Like, is it really?
You need a Longhorn shirt. You need a Guadalupe hat. You need. Keep your hands off my gun. That's the T-shirt that I wear.
Pretty well. It's doing well here.
You're getting more and more quiet. We're losing you.
What the heck?
It's a very lucrative market here.
Very lucrative market. Okay. Well, Whitney, I mean, you signed up for the show. You told a little story. And then you started panicking. You started getting scared in this post-interview part.
Yes. Didn't know.
Tell
that-
us something about yourself that you think only... Tell us something about yourself that you think totally makes you different than other people. Like, tell us something fun. Like, what's a hobby or something that you do or, something that's different. You know what I mean? Because that's what stand-up comedians talk about. It's sort of like,
I'm a white
for
girl
example...
that's fluent in Spanish.
What?
Oh.
Say that again?
White girl that's fluent in Spanish.
Oh, you're fluent in Spanish.
Speak a little bit of Mandarin.
Mandarin?
Yeah.
I like how you said that. That was a very Fargo voice of you. I speak a little bit of Mandarin. So your first answer, what sets you apart from anybody else, was that you speak Spanish. I'm sorry to break the news to you, Whitney, but there's a lot of Mexicans out there that speak Spanish.
This is true. This is true.
Whitney, I feel like you hate me right now. Like, you signed up for this, I pull your name out, and you're mad at me all of a sudden.
Whitney, do you want to do the kissing challenge? It's a new thing on Kill
It's not
Tony.
a new thing. Brian, you better stop with your craziness.
No, all what it does is like you have to kiss me and you get off stage immediately. It's like it breaks all the rules.
Sounds intriguing, but I think I might pass.
All right. I have a question
Looks
for
like
you.
you've been smoking too many of those.
Clingy.
Looks like somebody's been smoking too many of those marijuana cigarettes. Whitney's not into that. If you want to get... okay. You have your choice. You can either get high or get down. What were you gonna say?
I better not. I was gonna ask.
You better.
I was
not.
gonna
If
ask
you're
her what.
saying that, then you definitely.
No, I was.
Fucking
I was
not.
gonna ask what her DPDs were.
Don't do it. That's your. No, don't even give him the privilege of making that noise, lady. Don't make that noise when Brian says that's your other podcast. We don't cross these podcasts.
Cross it.
No, you don't cross the streams.
All right.
Whitney,
Yes.
tell us one more thing about
You
you.
can tell. You can tell she's a dad. She's damp all day. I know it.
Brian, wrong podcast. Wrong podcast. That's from the other podcast that only like 30 trolls listen to. Whitney, tell us something original about yourself. There's a lot of white girls that speak Spanish. Come on. Tell us something fucking crazy. Like, like...
As long as he doesn't make it sexual, I can stick my whole fist to my mouth.
Mouth.
Okay, Whitney.
Prove it.
Whitney, you just became the front runner to open up the second show.
All right, let's see it.
Wow. Oh my God, it's in there.
Whitney Bassareal, ladies and gentlemen. You did it.
God.
Am I done?
Whitney Bassareal. There she goes.
There she goes.
First time
What,
on
guys,
stage.
give it over. That's awesome.
She
We're gonna
did
have
it.
to Purell that microphone real quick.
No way. Keep it dirty.
Oh.
Whitney Bassareel. I love as long as you guys don't make it sexual, I can do something that's only sexual. As long as you guys don't make it sexual, I can stick Laron's dick in my asshole.
I like that girl.
Yeah, she's super cool,
Yeah.
super likable. I'm very disappointed to hear that that's her only time that she's ever going to try it.
I know.
Just walked
Most
out the
people
exit.
don't say that.
I know.
Okay, you guys ready for more or what? I told you anything can happen. We just had somebody stick their fist in their fucking mouth. Put your hands together for your next comedian, Michael Milan. Here he comes, Michael Milan, everybody.
Thank you. You guys remember when you were 10 and you would watch Global Guts and all the contestants were 13? You thought, I can't wait to be 13 so I can go on Global Guts. And then you were 13 and you thought, what kind of loser goes on Global Guts? I haven't always been a comedian. For a while I was in construction. I was a roofer. I was the gayest roofer ever, if you ask the other roofers. I'm not actually gay. I just have respect for women, which gets confused a lot. I remember I was installing a skylight, and the guy I was working with, he said, all right, buddy, just a cunt hair to the left. Did you just say cunt hair? He said, yeah, cunt hair to the left. Do you mean a little bit to the left? Is that what you're trying to say? And just in a really disgusting way. By the way, that's 2 inches. You could say an Asian dick to the left, all right? Thank you so much.
Fuck yeah, Michael Milan. Am I saying that right? Milan?
It's Malin.
Malin. Fuck yeah, Michael. Welcome to the show. I loved you as the bad guy in the new Star Wars movie.
Thank you.
I can't believe Han and Leia get together and make a you.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert, everybody.
Shit,
If
I
you
didn't
didn't
even
see the
listen
new
to it.
Star
Thank
Wars
God.
by now, you could just go fuck yourselves anyway.
I just did.
You look
did?
like
Just fuck myself.
you look like Buster Poindexter or whatever.
I don't even know who that
Like
is.
I mean, do you tie like mistletoe to the top of your the
This
tip of your
part?
hair?
Yeah.
And like
It's a
kiss
problem.
yourself or
Yeah,
something?
what is that? That looks like Whitney Bassareer's bush.
Yeah. What is this cunt hair you talk about?
Were you on Global Guts? Were you on? I thought you were.
What is Global Guts? I don't even know what the fuck that
You
is.
don't know what Global Guts?
No, what the
All right,
hell is?
I need a new podcast producer
I thought
immediately.
that's
Does
what-
anybody know how to?
Global
How do
Guts.
you not know who?
I know
what the
Guts.
fuck is Global
The
Guts?
greatest thing ever, Mike O'Malley.
Mike O'Malley.
Hello.
Who's Mike
Is that
O'Malley?
not the one with the aggro crag? and all
Aggro
that?
Craig, definitely.
I thought he was going to pull a piece out of his
Look,
pocket and be
I-
like, I was actually on it.
I love
And he went with
Global
the good
Guts.
jokes.
It's the same as Guts, except it was global. It was like American Guts, except like instead of like the red team versus what was the girl's name?
Wait, is this like
I don't remember
Nickelodeon
the
shit
girl.
or something?
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was like the most.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm a lot older than you, and that show was on for 2 years. So I'm
No, it
sorry I
wasn't.
didn't get your little
Franchise.
fucking reference from 1998
All right, you
to
just made a
99.
Buster Poindexter reference. So I don't know.
Way more relatable
Look,
because
five
he's
people-
still
Let's
alive.
just yell over each other instead of doing jokes. Anyway, Buster, let's talk some more. Michael, what do you do for work?
I make candles. I'm a candle maker. Yeah.
Whoa. Do you have wooden shoes on? Oh, you do!
He looks like you could get away with it. He's like, super, you're an attractive guy, you got some style, and you're making candles. I bet
Thank
you get
you.
laid
Thank
somehow
you.
doing that.
You must get a
Like,
lot.
I cannot do that. If I was a candle maker,
You
people would
must-
feel sorry for me.
You must get, yeah. You must get so much dick.
Oh, yeah.
No, really though. You must get a lot of pussy. What's that like?
No, it's great. I get a lot of one pussy. That's
A lot of
what-
one pussy. So you're in a relationship.
Yeah, I am.
How long's that been going on for?
5 years.
How long have you
5
been making candles?
3 months.
3 months.
Oh.
Yeah,
So fairly new
new.
to the game.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Just
It's a-
fucking learning wax on, wax off shit. So the hairstyle, what are we thinking here? Is that a new thing? Is that?
Do you want to hear
are
a
you
bad
trying
joke?
Are you trying to get your girlfriend to break up with you? You over
Oh,
it?
yeah.
You over it after 5 years? Is that what's going on?
Do you want to hear another bad joke? I have
Yeah.
So I live in L.A.
Uh-huh. Do you really?
I do, yeah.
What are you doing here?
I'm visiting family.
Then why haven't we
I
seen
go
you
to
at Comedy
Kill Tony.
Store?
I do. I go every week. But
You
I
go
can't.
every
I'm
week?
making candles, so I can't sign up. So I go and watch. Last week, Doug Benson and Jeff Garland.
Yeah, it was great.
It was amazing.
But are you making candles in the back of the room during the show or something? Like you say that like you can't possibly sign up for the show.
I just get off late. You know, it's
You
a hard.
get off late
Yeah.
from making candles.
Yeah.
So do you work for another company?
I do. I'm not an independent candle maker. That's not.
Hey, I don't know
Someday.
the candle game that well. You know.
All right, but here's the bad joke. You want to hear it?
Oh, I thought that was the end of the bad joke.
From L.A.
Keep going. Keep
Non-stop
going.
bad joke. So I moved to LA 2 months ago. I moved to be Adrian Grenier's stand-in, but he doesn't make movies anymore.
Oh
That's
man.
just a sad fact.
Wait.
Yeah.
Who is
sad reality?
Who is Adrian?
He's the all right. This is I guess we're talking to Brian that doesn't know anything this episode.
Who's this guy?
That is the main actor from the hit show and movie Entourage, Brian Redband. It was 7
Turtle.
seasons long on HBO.
Yeah,
and
and it was-
again, much like Nickelodeon, I guess you don't have that.
No, when you're in a real entourage, you don't really watch bullshit shows about.
Oh,
You look
shit,
like Turtle.
Brian's in a real Entourage, guys. Fucking super turtle over here.
I knew that turtle reference was right around the corner.
Oh yeah.
That's actually what Rogan used to always say. He like people are like, "Hey, have you ever watched Entourage?" He goes, "I'm in a real entourage." And it's true. We used to roll around like an entourage. We used to have a big bodyguard guy. We used Tate Fletcher. We used to have Eddie Bravo, who was like the jujitsu master. Like we had like a gang that we used to roll with, and fuck that show.
Just want to get in the gang, that's all.
Michael, tell us something else about yourself. So, how's LA been treating you? How long have you lived there?
About 3 months.
About 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
And you've been in the candle game for 3 months.
Yeah,
Wow.
you got to follow your dreams. So
What were you doing in Texas before moving out and making candles?
Well, no, I lived in Sacramento and I was doing construction, and that's true.
Wow, you're a real
the
hack
joke's
of all
about that.
trades. Jesus. Oh, that gets 3 giggles. How the fuck is that possible?
Who are you visiting in Dallas?
I have family here, and my girlfriend has family here, so we're both here.
And you and your girlfriend started dating here.
No, in San Francisco.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know.
World traveler over
Just
here.
California. But
Oh, okay, yeah, just California. That makes sense. So, you're making candles. Are you the only dude that's making candles?
no, there's a team. There's like 5 candle makers.
Whoa.
This is like big candle company.
Tell us the secret of that will blow our mind in the candle game.
Sometimes there's a guy with a big beard. Sometimes beard hair gets in the candle. You know what? I won't say who the candle company I work for is, but this is actually a juicy thing.
It's the Yankee Candle Company.
No, it's not. It's
No,
not.
yeah, we know
Maybe I
for a
shouldn't
fact.
say.
We already researched it.
One time, an employee took a candle home and they burned it, and they found a roach in a candle.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus
That's horror.
Christ.
Weed roach or a cockroach?
A real one, a cockroach.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's not bad.
fuck. And it was
Yeah.
made at your place, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't fall out of that hairdo of yours? Michael, what is your girl... Normally that sound effect plays at a better time, but I'll take it.
I hit the wrong button.
Michael, what does your girlfriend do for work?
She's in fashion,
And you guys live together in L.A.
West Hollywood. Yeah.
Wait,
West
was that
Hollywood.
your girlfriend? No.
No, but you know what? That's our friend.
Oh, really? Did you make her go up on stage? Did you?
Yes.
You made Whitney Basserer go on stage?
That's my girlfriend's friend from.
Is she really ticklish?
Yeah.
I can't speak to that. I
Brian,
can't
she
speak.
said she's ticklish. Can you just jerk off and get over it already? Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. I've worked with Brian so much that I now know when he didn't jerk off yet that day. That's how crazy it's gotten. Okay, we get it, yes. Since I said you didn't jerk off, that wouldn't bother me, Brian. Anyway, that would be a clean hand. Michael, how often do you jerk off?
Not that often.
Not
I
that
mean,
often.
act
Yeah.
like
I
your
like it.
girlfriend's
I do
not
it.
here. Act like your girlfriend's
is
not here. Act like she's not here. How many times a day?
Well,
Like 2, 3?
no.
How many damps per day do you have?
Yeah.
No. 2 is a lot. So
What?
This guy is Adrian Garnier.
Yeah.
It's him.
I love it. Michael, what are you afraid of?
Jerking off.
It hurts.
I don't want to touch it. I've been bad already twice.
No, I love that's a good feeling. I think I'm afraid of like not making money in my life. Being unsuccessful.
You know you work for a candle company. It's not like the hottest technology anymore. You might want to move on to a beeper.
Exactly.
Yeah, is the candle game picking up because of like Game of Thrones or something like that? Or
There's just like this tendency to go backwards, like older stuff. People
Right.
are kind of over convenience. So,
Michael, what's your? I know your girlfriend's in the audience, but give us something juicy here. What's the craziest kind of porn that you've looked up and climaxed to?
oh God, I don't know. I mean that.
No, you fucking know.
What's your favorite
Don't you
position? Let's
don't-
talk position.
Don't you dare tell me you don't know. That's the one answer I will not accept.
No, I go to X videos, and so there's a lot of different stuff
X
on there. that you
videos. Look
find.
at you,
Yeah.
corporate America.
X videos.
You don't jerk off, but you actually go to video porn stores?
No.
Oh.
That's a website.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
check it
sorta
out.
like-
Thanks.
It's sort of like Vivid, right? It's like an umbrella of.
Well, it's a lot of amateur stuff and like just random clips. She's over there.
His girlfriend's shaking her head right now.
dying.
I love it. I just love throwing guys
She's
under the
dying.
bus.
Yeah.
So that's fun. A lot of amateurs. You're just.
Yeah. Well, we
what? Oh.
Oh,
Wait a second. Oh, there it is. The face and the hand that I was expecting. Oh shit! Cat's out of the bag now. So you guys watch porn together sometimes. You just just set a nice romantic tone in the room, light a bunch of candles, and have Whitney in the corner sticking her fist in her mouth.
Have you ever heard of the Bliss Theater and Club here in Dallas?
No, what is
Texas. Has anyone here heard? Do you guys know that you have a sex? We drove by this on the way. I didn't even bring it up. There's this thing called the Bliss Theater and Club. It's this huge place. It's like a movie theater that has a dance floor and a bar area. You bring your own beer. There's a lounge and there's a hookup area with curtains if you make a connection that you can fuck at.
we don't have that. In
Okie
LA.
dokie, Brian. Brian plugging all the strangest shit in the
They
world
need
during
candles.
this podcast.
Bliss Theater for life. So what do you
Are you just thinking of a question now to cancel out the fact that you just plugged some retarded place for 30 seconds? Wasted
It's
everybody's
awesome.
energy and attention.
How do they
Not
promote
awesome.
that?
Not awesome. Their avatar is still an egg.
Yeah,
I'm
but that
convinced
can't.
that you just made this.
That's a
fucking
woman's
place up.
egg.
Michael, you've lived in LA for 3 months. What's the thing that you miss the most about Texas,
Uh,
other than being called a faggot?
I miss all the biblical billboards.
Yeah, they have
You
those
notice
here,
them? They're
don't
crazy.
they? Yeah.
You stay away for a little bit, and it just seems like insanity. But
Yeah. All right, Michael. Well,
Someone's going to hell.
yeah, Jesus. It's a very well-known thing that Jesus loves those billboards, and people that diss his billboards, he gets extra fucking mad. Now, it's really in Texas when a Jesus joke gets that type of quiet response. Like, I could tell some of you actually went to church today and lived near those billboards. Michael, it was nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you,
Why don't
too. I love the
you
show.
live in LA. You've been coming to the show. Why don't you sign up for the show in Hollywood
tomorrow,
sometimes?
I'm coming back tomorrow.
Oh,
Great.
really?
Well, we'll see you there tomorrow.
See you
We'll be
tomorrow,
there
man.
too. There he
Thank
goes.
you.
Michael Malon, everybody. Malon? Malon. He's on Twitter at Michael3003. Michael 3003. If you were looking for which Michael, that's how many Michaels there are on Twitter that he just took 3003. Sometimes you just gotta fucking do it. Guys.
What do you think he was talking about when, he said him and his girlfriend watch black porn or whatever he said?
Nobody said black porn, Brian. He was very, very careful to just say amateur porn. He didn't give any details at all. I did see, he sort of has like that mad scientist haircut, which leads me to believe that when she's not around, he's into some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think maybe there's some candles being shoved into places.
Oh.
That, Fuck yeah.
He's got the long dinner candles, whatever those things are called.
Dinner candles.
What
is
are
what
those
they're called,
called?
Brian?
Dinner
Everybody
sticks.
knows that.
The Jew candles.
I pulled another name out of the bag. Definitely not called Jew candles. I feel like I've never heard of this before, but I feel like our podcast might get canceled after this. Like the things that you're saying are insane. Put your hands together for Luciano Varela.
What's up, guys? Make some noise if you have kids. Anyone have kids? Yeah? Check it out, guys. I'm a 30-year-old Latino male with no kids, so I have a question for you guys. What's the deal with little boys peeing with their pants and underwear all the way to the ground? Like, I get that at home, but in public? Guys, I went to the movie theater bathroom, walked in, little white boy, pants and underwear all the way to the ground. No t-shirt. That kid's naked. I had to use the bathroom, so I just went as far away as possible, started peeing. All of a sudden, I feel a presence. I look down. It's that little boy holding his clothes. He's like, hey, Mr. Mister, can you put my clothes back on? I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Just then, some dude walks in. He's a naked little white boy and a big-ass Mexican. I'm like, is this the Catch a Predator? Because I am not Jared. No, no. And that was sponsored by Quiznos. So, guys, my name is Luciano. That was my sound. Thank you so much.
Fuck yeah, there it is. 48 seconds. Luciano Varela. Fuck yeah. That really happened, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. It really
I
did.
could feel it. I could feel the truth. That's a scary situation.
Yeah. You want to know what actually happened?
Yeah.
Actually,
Kidnap the
I
kid.
panicked. I panicked, and I turned while I was still peeing. And I peed on his face.
No, that did not happen.
No,
Because if that happened, you would say that on stage. Because that's way funnier than what you
I had
said.
to do 2 jokes, so I had to put it in. No.
You didn't really pee on the
No, I
ground.
just kind of like looked at him and was like, it's not my kid. And I just kind of looked awkwardly. The kid walked out and went back to watching.
Did he walk out with his underwear still around his ankles?
Yeah, no. He put his undies up and he's just holding his clothes as the other guy walked him out. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Fuck, man.
So,
These little kids, somebody has to teach them how to pee properly.
yeah.
There was no parent with them, huh?
No, just by himself. That's what was so weird.
Interesting. Must have been like a mom situation, huh?
Or a bad dad.
Yeah, something like that. I could see how that could sort of work, like a single mom or something like that, and like the kid's probably a little bit creepy, you know what I mean? And she's probably taken him to the women's room a couple times, and he's done the old like look under the stall and shit like that. I was there. I used to be a bad little boy. I used to be a really horny little boy. Like I used to be like Brian when I was a little boy. Like I was just like, hey ma'am, are you ticklish? And things like that. You know what I mean? I used to have those horny fucking nuggets between my legs. So that's fun.
Wait, did you say you used to have those horny little nuggets between your legs? What
Yeah.
did you do with your little dick and balls? What did you do to your balls?
They got bigger. They grew up. Everything. You know, I grew up as a human being and a man. I didn't just stay.
Say sexual?
completely immature, asking every.
I mean, how
fucking-
sexual were you? Were you like
No, I was. I
hanging out with your
explained it.
uncle
I
a little bit too
explained it
long, or-
clearly into the microphone that I would, would ask girls questions, like look under the stall doors and stuff. My main thing was like looking under a stall door when a girl was peeing.
Did you ever like when your hot cousin came over and like she went to the bathroom, then you ran into the bathroom and smelled the toilet seat afterwards?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. No. All right, Luciano. Luciano Varela. Cool name.
Thanks.
You from Texas?
I am.
Born and raised.
Born in Del Rio, Texas.
You
Anyone?
have the Cowboys
Anyone?
hat on right
No.
now.
Yeah.
Big Cowboys fan.
Huge.
Let me ask you something about being a Cowboys fan. When they commit crimes, do you get excited? Like, I've always wondered this because it seems like it's just like the original reality show is what
Kinda.
Jerry Jones is doing with the Dallas Cowboys. Like he just recruits like the biggest criminals, and just is like, hey, let's have some fun.
Yeah, last time we had a lot of. I mean, I do get excited because last time we had all those criminals, we won a Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
now we're clean and we suck. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they were just doing crack and sleeping with prostitutes.
It still
back
counts.
then.
Yeah.
Well, now they beat people up, so.
Yeah, except for the opposing teams.
right. Oh,
They're like
Anyway.
4 and 11. So
Luciano, what do you do for fun around here? What's your thing? What do you do for work, actually?
I'm a banker.
Banker.
I'm a banker.
Get the fuck out of here. What kind of bank? A food bank?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Really? Because I figured you were more of a sperm bank.
absolutely, sperm bank.
Oh,
Zing! No.
hello,
That was a good one.
Luciano. What kind of bank is it?
Yeah, just a regular bank you go into, cash your checks, whatnot.
The classic bank.
Yeah.
Classic, the classic bank.
Classic bank.
Classic bank.
Sucker. Deposits, withdrawals.
Type of place people used to go into back when you could only light your house with candles.
You have this. You have the hookup for dum dums or whatever those.
That's exact. Yeah. He's got it. That guy has a second chance checking
you
account.
do
I
have
know.
a you do have a bucket of dum dums there, right?
Yeah, we do.
And has any naked little boys ever tried to grab any dum dums?
Especially when the bucket's in your pants.
Where were you when you saw this little boy with his underwear around his
It's a movie theater in Lake Worth, just on the other side
movie
of town.
theater? Do you remember the movie you were going to see?
I think it was like a James Bond movie.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So he was
Fuck
doing-
yeah, that's a scary one.
Yeah.
Have you ever stole money from the bank that you work at?
All the time.
Oh shit.
I love that. That's like that's an interesting job. I feel like for a large young Latino man. Like, I feel like you're like breaking some stereotypes there. You know
That just
what I
sounds
mean?
racist a little bit.
No, totally, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it. Like, I'm just totally going off of stereotypes and what things that I haven't seen.
Good job.
What?
Good job.
Are you allowed to say what bank it is?
I can't.
Like,
I signed a bunch of
right?
crap. Yeah, that
You
was
can't
good.
say that.
I could
it's-
do this, but I had to sign a bunch of crap saying I.
Right. You can't say that it's Chase Bank.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know that it's Chase Bank because forget it. I love that. Luciano, how long have you been working at banks?
8 years as a teller and banker.
Now, one thing that I'm sure that you've noticed is now you're probably only stuck with the dumbest people, because anybody that's smart knows that they can deposit cash, do all of their bills, they can pay bills, they can do everything with their phone now.
Yes.
I mean everything. So now you're basically just left with fucking idiots and old people, right? Do you ever talk about that?
No.
Oh,
You should
can't-
talk about
yeah,
that.
you
You
should.
should totally
you
talk
should
about
totally talk about being a banker. That's so crazy. What do you do for fun?
Open mics and for sports, like watch sports, not play them.
Right, right. Unless, of course, it's a competitive
Listen to
eating
Limp
competition.
Bizkit.
Yeah.
Limp
Yeah.
Bizkit's awesome, right? Limp Bizkit's tight.
Limp
How'd you
Bizkit's
know
those
Limp Bizkit?
I got a pretty good break stuff vibe from this guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's all
Yeah.
significant other era. I can totally
That's what I'm
tell.
talking about.
Give it to me.
That's what I'm
Holy
talking about.
shit.
Hang out after the show and shit.
Looks like we're gonna tear up a buffet. It's pretty good.
Interesting. Luciano, what else about you? You single?
No,
Married?
I have a girlfriend.
Girlfriend. How
Yeah.
long you been dating her?
3 years.
Really? What does she do?
She works for the federal government.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know when you go,
Fuck
man,
yeah,
that'll get you
someone's
15 to
working on-
20. She calculates what that is. So yeah, that's what she does.
Whoa.
I know. I didn't know that existed.
Fuck yeah, someone's working on getting his green card.
See.
Federal government chick.
See.
That's so fun. And you're born and raised in Dallas, right?
No, born in Del Rio, Texas. Anyone know where that's at? That's
Fuck
right.
no, they don't.
It's the armpit of Texas.
A room full of Texans has no idea where Del Rio,
Yeah.
Texas is.
It's the armpit. Not because it sucks. It's just where the state curves down. It's right there. So it would be the. If there was an armpit of Texas, it'd be right there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
It's.
Gotta say ouch for Del Rio.
Del Rio.
Okay.
The
forget
river.
it. Luciano. So you've been dating this girl for 3 years.
Yeah.
She works for the federal government.
Yeah.
What does she say about you doing stand-up comedy? Is she supportive?
At first she wasn't, but then I told her how important it is to me, and she is too. But she understands, so she lets me do it.
Right, because at first girls are always like, "Stay home with me. I want to watch Netflix and not do anything."
Yes.
I work 9 to 5. Oh, it's not easy being a woman.
Cool. Yeah. He's right.
Anyway, that's just some of my own pent-up aggression. Don't know where it comes from. No big deal. So that's cool. Luciano, craziest type of porn that you've climaxed to?
I was thinking about that from last.
What the fuck was that?
That's in the class, I guess.
Is that a fire alarm?
No, I think that's his ringtone.
No,
it's
not
a
my
school
phone.
bell. Why is your
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Class is dismissed, everybody. Oh, it's you.
Oh.
Cool. Just doing sound effects that make so little sense that I think that they're literally coming from another room. That's when you know Brian's on his A game. Is when I'm going, what's going on here? Jesus Christ. Luciano, give us something good. Craziest type of porn that you've finished to.
There's this weird one where it's like
There's a little boy standing at a urinal and
It's the fact that he had one lined up.
No, it's called like broke amateurs or something, and they just like they're doing it for money, but they're always doing it for money. So I find that really strange.
Can I tell you something?
What?
Out of all of the porn explanations that I've heard on this show, because it's one of my favorite questions to ask, you actually have matched one of my favorite porns that I've seen.
Fucking yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Do all bankers
It was today that he watched that porn, guys.
do all bankers like that kind of porn?
Right. It's like,
Oh, you need some money, you fucking dumb. You want me to get rid of that overdraft charge from behind?
I'm gonna deposit a dick in you.
that's right. Here's some cash back for you.
I didn't think about it that way, but yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. There's something fun, and it also goes with those like audition ones. There's something about the desperation of the porn star that makes it so much fucking hotter. You know, everybody wants a nice, wholesome, like, wife or long-term girlfriend, but when you're going for porn, you want just a fucking filth ball. You know what I mean? You want somebody that just is like, I'll do anything for $20. You know, like, it's just the hottest fucking thing. I don't think it works the same like for girls. Like I'd imagine that it's the opposite. Like they just finger themselves to guys like making it rain on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, all over me. But like for me, I just love those fucking like there's one that I'm sure you.
Are you serious?
Are you
really
really
serious?
up right now?
Listen to me. There's one where they have. Well, first of all, there's two. I'll tell you this one. We all know about the audition one, and that one's cool and all, but let me tell you about my real favorite one. I'm just going to spill it. I've asked this question to like 100 people, but I've never answered it, and here's mine. And it is, there's a thing called, God damn it, what is it? It's not the cash cab, but it's like, there's this
Bang
one.
bus?
Yeah,
No, not Taxi Cab Confessions. It's, come on, you filth
Bang
balls
bus.
know what the
Bang
fuck
bus.
it is. It's not
Fake
Bang
Taxi.
Bus. Bang Bus is stupid. It's not Fuck Taxi.
Hump balloon?
It is British, yeah. It's always a British guy.
Fake cab. Isn't it fake taxi?
Yeah. It's Fake Taxi. That's it. Okay.
I love how
so-
serious everybody's face was trying to figure that out.
Let me
It's in
Google
the
it.
van, right? It's in the van?
Yeah.
So what? No,
what are you doing?
Just focus on the fucking
Are
show,
you
Brian. Just stick on the
Are you
comedy.
prepping
will we?
yourself
The
for
erection's
boner?
making him uncomfortable.
Yes, Brian. That's what's happening. I'm prepping myself for the podcast listeners to hear what I'm sitting like right now.
You're
So
so
what
tiny
happens
in
on
person.
Fake Taxi is this guy, a British guy, is giving girls who are blatantly porn stars, by the way. Like that's the one part that's totally not believable, that they don't like try to sell it all. They always get into the car wearing like high heels and half a dress. And it's like, oh, wonder what's going to happen here. But anyway, and at some point they fake it, and he ends up going, look, I could take you to your destination, or of course, I could just take you right over here in these woods and fuck you. And they're always like, what? Why would you do that? I don't know about that. And he's like, well, what if I gave you 200 pounds? Because it's like British and shit. and because if it was English and he said, I'll give you 200 pounds, he would just give you Luciano Varela here. Anyway, and they just fucking, and they do it, and they go for that shit, and there's something so hot about a chick that, like, can't even get a ride home. That just fucking, I just love it. So, Luciano, what's yours? What did you
Fucking
say?
weird, dude.
What's yours?
Broke
Broke,
people that
right.
need money.
Yeah, I love that. What's the name of that brand, do you know?
What are the key words you type
It's
in?
just-
Wells Fargo?
Yeah. Hashtag.
You like make
Mortgage.
fun of other banks, so you're like, "Hey, Wells Fargo, what's up, you gay horses?" You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Let's go to the other guy.
Fucking roast other banks and shit. Fuck yeah, we found a Wells Fargo employee. All right, let's keep flying through these people. Luciano, so good to meet you.
Thanks, everybody.
There he goes, Luciano Varela. He's on Twitter at comedian Luciano. We're getting through it. We're getting through it. You're surprised that I like taxi porn, huh?
No, it's just weird that you like porn where you're you know
And he's so
sad women that need help.
What's
and you're
always-
taking advantage of them.
Oh yeah,
I
because
like strong, powerful women porn.
You don't you like that's how you like your girlfriends, Brian. It's not even like you're on a whole nother level. Like if a chick doesn't have a yeast infection, that's like she's like not your type.
I like it.
You like those fucking dirt balls. Yeah, you know, it's fun. And another great part that's always part of all these taxi porns is like there's always a part where because there's cameras in the back seat, you know what I mean? But they're like stabilized, so they're like, you know, there and there. And there's always a part where the guy gets in the back seat and the girl's always like, what's up with the cameras? And the guy's always like, oh, I just always make sure that I don't get robbed. And she's always like, okay. And he's like, you don't mind if I keep them on? She's like, okay. And it's like so blatantly a porn star. Just fucking dirty whores. I love it. I pulled another name out of the Christmas bag. Put your hands together for Jeff Boyd. Here he comes.
What's going on? Man, I'm fucking terrified of sharks. My worst fear in this world. And my buddies, you know, they like to bust my fucking balls. They're like, dude, what are you fucking scared of sharks for? There's none fucking around. Well, yeah, that's kind of the fucking point. Like, if I was scared of snakes, would I go to the fucking Amazon? No. If I was scared of lions, would I go to the fucking savannah? No, not gonna fucking happen. If I was scared of black people, would I go to Detroit or Baltimore? No, fucking keeping my fucking racist looking ass here in Texas. Shit. I go there, I'm the first one to get fucking shot. But, you know, sharks, you can't do shit if you're in the ocean with them. If you're in the Amazon, you get into fucking beef with a snake, you might have a chance. You're probably gonna fucking die. In the ocean, I mean, what are you gonna do? Shark comes at you, you're gonna punch it in the nose? No, you're gonna get your fucking hand bit off. You're gonna dive underwater and try to hide? You're in his world now, bitch. He's gonna fuck you up. Thank y'all.
Fuck yeah, Jeff Boyd. Hitting that shark material hard.
Why does he hate sharks?
Yeah, is that like, do you perform at a lot of aquariums or something like that?
I try not to.
How long have you been on stand-up?
First time, actually.
First time. I had a feeling. Jeff Boyd, there he is. I had a fucking feeling. I could smell the blood. It's a shark reference. Jeff, what do you do for work? I mean, when you're not keeping the White Walkers on the other side of the wall.
Well, I'm actually a farmer.
You're a farmer. What are you farming?
Chickens, sheeps, rabbits.
Holy shit. All right.
Stereotypical
For food or pets?
Which 2 out of the 3 are you fucking?
Sheep.
Oh, the rabbits just never seem to get enough, so.
Right. They fucking hop. They hop right on.
Fucking the rabbits.
They're the most comfortable fleshlight you can get.
Yeah.
The sheeps aren't bad either.
Yeah, it actually isn't sheep like the third closest vagina, and then it's like goat, and then dolphin.
And then dolphin, yeah.
I don't
Dolphins
know.
in there.
That's another one. That's your territory, Brian.
I've never done shrooms and fucked a sheep, though, so I don't, you know.
You've never done shrooms, but you did. Wait, what did you just say?
I've never done shrooms and fucked a sheep.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Just fucks them without the shrooms.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Right. So Jeff, you've been a farmer your whole life?
Oh, it's about 3 years now.
Oh, okay. What were you doing before that?
Before that, I was actually working in oil, so I understand what he's going through, you know.
You
Hashtag
do.
all lives matter.
Oh, interesting there.
Powerful shit.
Hashtag all lives matter. Somehow I feel like that might be the most racist thing I've ever heard before. I feel like anytime you compliment or relate to a black person, I feel like you say that. Is that true? Uh-oh, we have your girlfriend on line 1. There she is. That's fun. So Jeff, you've been farming. Any crazy stuff happen out there when you're like feeding the sheep or the bunnies? A shark ever come around? You're just like, what the fuck?
No, we just got fucking coyotes attacks out the ass out there.
Right.
Find dead sheep almost weekly.
Right, the sheep just fucking torn out from the asshole out, and you go, those fucking coyotes, boss. Those fucking coyotes have been butt fucking our sheep to death. Boss is just like, well, that sounds about right to me.
And it's
You have a
just
boss?
the coyotes are just you and your buddies, Pedro and Carlos.
Pedro Coyote and Carlos Coyote.
There you go.
Jeff, you have a boss? Big farmer boss guy?
Kinda. He just just lets me do whatever out there on the farm. He
Right.
Just kinda, as long
Oh,
as I
yeah.
take Jesus Christ, that sounded
Hell
terrible.
yeah.
Yeah. Any way that you say it, it sounds like we believe more and more that you're fucking sheep.
Absolutely.
Now, did you always have that look, shaved head, beard, or did that start about... or did that start about 3 years ago when you became a farmer?
No, it started when I got out of the Army.
Oh, you're a hero. Congratulations. Fuck yeah,
When it
Jeff
comes to
Boyd.
that.
Jeff Boyd. Okay, they don't even applaud you for
I
being in the
noticed.
services. That's incredible. That's fun. So, stand-up's something that you've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you're out there on the farmland and you're writing about what you know, sharks.
Yep, doing. Yeah, performing for the sheep,
The sheep are like, I know, I hate those sharks too. Good one, Jeff. Do that on Kill Tony. Not bad, not bad. That's fun. So, what else, Jeff? Tell us something else about you. You're from Texas, born and raised?
Yep, Fort Worth originally, moved out to Aledo. There we go. There's a few y'all
somebody
out here.
Fuck yeah, same girl that yelled for armadillo, but whatever. Oh, I said she's an Amarillo and I meant armadillo. That's funny. Wow, I just realized that I fucked up earlier. That's fun. Flashbacks. Jeff, so I see that you wore your best outfit tonight.
My best shoes.
I fucking love that. That's so cool, man. That's so fun that, you know.
Dress up for the occasion. It's on TV or
It's
internet,
on
rather.
TV. No, you're right. We are live on TV
Television.
right now. NBC. We are live on NBC. Mainstream as it gets. Brian's teaching himself how to play piano right now, everybody. He pulled up a piano app for the first time ever. You're better off just Googling Jaws theme. So, Jeff, have you ever seen a shark in real life?
No, just in the movies, and I try not to watch those either. So
Right. Because unlike the first comedian, you don't know the difference between TV and not TV. You see a shark on the TV, you're like, there's a shark in my fish tank. It's so fun. How long you been growing out that beard, Jeff? Do you ever trim that thing, or is that
I
just
trim it
fucking-
up. I did a little bit today.
Oh, you did? I
a little
can't
bit.
even tell. I
Nope,
like
nope,
that.
not at all.
Does the curtains match the carrot?
Absolutely, absolutely.
He calls it a carrot because you feed both to rabbits. Oh, thank you, Brian. Don't know what I would have done without that Johnny Carson drum roll. There it is. Fuck yeah. That's so fun. So you talked about sharks for like the entire minute. How much more shark material can you possibly have?
Oh, I have quite a bit.
Really? You have a lot more than that.
Yeah, just probably about another couple minutes about it, and then
That's incredible.
I don't like sharks. Can't watch movies with them. Can't read books.
Like, Tom,
My
Can't
fucking
read books.
My fucking 8-year-old daughter tortures me with that shit. I can't.
I can't watch shark movies, and also, man, I can't read books.
Yeah.
You know,
Just not throw that
whether
out there.
that's towards the end of my set.
whether there's a shark in them or not, I just can't
None
read.
at all. None at all.
Fuck sharks. Fuck books. You don't like
You
my
know
new
some-
favorite stand-up comedian.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause, sometimes you're just reading a book, you're a couple hundred pages in, and out of nowhere there's just a fucking shark! Oh my God, no shark, no.
It's like my two biggest fears just combining.
Yeah, like who gets scared by a book? What are you, the never-ending story? All of a sudden, he's just eating his apple on the blanket, like, oh my God!
Never be too careful with those sharks, man.
I fucking love it, Jeff. So, I've been keeping sort of a theme to this show. I've been asking everybody, and I'm really excited about this. I've been asking everybody what type of crazy porn they've climaxed to. What can you give us, Jeff? The more honest you are, the funnier it's going to be, by the way. Just a little
Free
something to
Willy
think about.
porn, bro.
Pregnant porn. Oh, fuck y'all!
That's
There we go.
Really? Pregnant porn.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I love. I love how it gets that fucking groan. There was a part earlier where I called all porn stars dirty whores, and people are like, yeah, preach! But you say pregnant porn, everybody's like, fuck you, mister!
Leave that kid alone!
Yeah, exactly.
I like
There's
pregnant
just
porn.
something about thinking that your dick is banging off some fucking baby head that you're into, huh, Jeff?
Something like that, yeah.
Well,
Fuck
no,
yeah. Unless of course it's a pregnant sheep, then
pregnant porn's good because like usually like their nipples are swollen and they're bigger than
Bigger,
normal.
yours, you
Yeah.
know.
wow,
and
look at
they-
you two. If you guys want, we have a Wi-Fi stream. You can go to the restroom and jerk each other off.
their stomach is usually stretched also, so you have a lot of weird markings on their stomach.
Got
That's
that,
not
and then
yeah.
when- yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okie dokie. I love that, Jeff. So pregnant porn. You ever been caught? You ever been caught looking at porn? You ever been caught masturbating by like your mom or anything? You know, I once was. Another thing that another Dallas live exclusive is I was once caught by my mom jerking off. Like I wasn't actually in the motion because sometimes she would just walk into my room when I was growing up, which was weird. So I would always stand in a certain area of my bedroom that had like a dresser and a TV, and I was basically just like jerk off against the closet sort of because things were blocked. And I remember one time I didn't jerk off before taking a shower. I, being the young genius that I was, decided to jerk off after a shower, and I had a towel around me. Yeah. And I'm jerking off, and my mom just walks in, and she's like, what are you doing? And I took a step backwards. I'm like, what? Nothing. And the towel's around me. Just a fucking fool. There's something about a towel sticking out that you just cannot deny. And back when you're younger, the boner like sticks up. You know what I mean? It was different. It was different. Now it like levels out, sort of like a level. You know, I like measure stuff with it now. But back in the day, it used to just fucking like just fucking used to thump, man. I used to be able to watch my heartbeat in it and shit. Like I would know exactly. I'd be like, okie dokie, I'm at a solid 120 beats a minute right now. Very good. I love how you're just teaching yourself random instruments for the first time, as this show couldn't be any more off the fucking charts. Why don't we just stick with the normal sound effects, Brian? Going to guitar apps, piano apps over here. Did that one shot of Fireball really hit you that hard? There it is. Okay, very good. My favorite. Right back to the basics, baby. Jeff, tell us something crazy that's happened to you. Like, that shark shit, I'm just not falling for, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's like, oh, yeah, sharks are pretty scary, and you're scared of sharks, and I get it. But I
Don't
wanna
crush
know, like,
his dreams, man. He wants to talk about sharks.
I don't care if I crush his dreams. Jeff, tell me something good. Like, tell me some fucking crazy shit that's happened to you. Other than your perspective on sharks.
About a week ago, my ex went to jail for probably about 6 months.
Beautiful. Now we're talking. Great. What did she go to jail for?
Child support.
She went to jail for child support?
Yeah, fuck y'all again. Fucking women have to pay too.
So this is a good thing.
Jesus
This
Christ,
is a good thing, people. You never see that side of the coin.
So what's your?
I love that. Not the first time you've seen a pregnant woman get fucked before. There it is. There it is. Wow. So 6 months. So that's your girlfriend. How long have you guys been dating?
Well, no, that's my ex.
Oh.
And
it's not your child.
No, it's my child. I've had custody of her for about 6 years now.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Watch all the
That
pregnant
shit, all
porn
right?
you want, you single dad. All of a sudden, the crowd is into it. Do you have any jokes about being a single dad?
Oh well, no, I'm married now.
Oh,
Like I got a wife who deals with the bullshit.
right.
But
Can I ask a
I
question?
mean, she
Like a
takes care of your
legit.
kid.
Can I ask a legit question? So, like, because it's weird talking to a guy with the child support,
Yeah.
like
Wait
backwards.
a second. You married
so,
a sheep? Okay, wait, go on.
So, like, it's bullshit, right? Like you're getting like a free paycheck every week, and you just have to buy SpaghettiOs, and I put the kid in the
Brian,
backyard.
what the
I don't
fuck
get
are
any
you
paycheck. That's why she's in jail. I don't get any paycheck.
Wow. What did she do for work or not do? What did she used to do? Nothing.
No, nothing.
When
That's
you-
why she's in jail.
So let me ask you this: when you got her pregnant and she was pregnant with your child, were you still into hooking up with her a lot? Were you like, "Oh yeah, my baby's in there. How does that feel, son? You've been
no,
a naughty
it was
boy."
It was a bad mistake from the get-go, man.
Bad mistake.
Bad mistake.
Did you try to get an abortion? Did you try to take her out on the farm or something like that? Like
That was before the farm.
Accidentally,
That was
she
before
got.
the farm.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. You got kicked by a horse accidentally. Looks like we lost the baby.
Didn't mean for that horse to take you out. No. Unfortunately, that was before the farm, but.
Oh, we actually have your kid on line too right now. All right. Andy's demented, obviously. Jeff, you are so cool, so likable.
Thank you.
Chris, anything
Thank
else
you.
for Jeff? What do you got for this guy?
I was gonna say like Stone Cold Steve Austin when you came over here. That was like the first thing that popped in my head. I was gonna say, are you a fan of Stone Cold?
Years ago, when it was good, back
We'll
when it
talk
was
after the
WWF.
show. Attitude Era. Let's get into it. Yeah.
You're a wrestling fan?
Uh,
All right.
yeah. I'm for no.
You just became my best friend, Chris.
All right. Sweet. Yeah.
You answered it correctly. Jeff, listen, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Most of the time, I had a feeling that this was your first time, just because I do the show so often that I have like a real feeling for it. But I'm gonna tell you this: you're likable, you're cool, you're honest, you're real. And I think you're going to do really great things if you apply yourself a little bit and have fun. You have time out there on the farm to think about real shit. Think about real shit that's to you, what it's like being a dad and being married and having an ex-wife and this and that and and being on the farm. You know what I mean? You're talking about sharks and people are like, yeah, we've seen Jaws and we've seen the Discovery Channel, and it's sort of like, it's not that compelling. Talk about your real shit because people are going to want to know about that. You have a cool look. You're a likable guy. Jeff Boyd, everybody. There he goes. Come on.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
He's on Twitter at the Jeffy Beeb. TheJeffieB. I love people's first times. That's always the most fun. How you guys doing, live audience? You hanging in there? How about this side? Angry guy, how are you doing? Arms crossed, looking like a security guard over here. How you doing? Good? There's that little smile. Gotta keep everybody cheered up. I like this name. Put your hands together for Larry Roberts. Wow, that's a lot of people.
That makes sure I don't fall on my way up here. I guess I'll say first off, it's hard to be here the first night, first time ever since I've come out of rehab. So 2 years sober, and here I am, my first night out on the town. Surrounded by alcohol. I love it. Brian, I wanted to give into your little bit there about, what was it, the little sex shop?
Sex shop.
Yeah, with Bliss. There's Lido also. We can talk about it after the show. But Lido's another great one. But not that I know. But no, I was sitting here. It's kind of hard to get up here and do this for real because you think about it, but then you get up here and beforehand you get all nervous and everything. So we went to eat beforehand. And you ever ate so much that you like literally felt the stretch marks, like splitting your stomach as you eat? Like we had Italian food. That makes it even worse. Because I used to be a Hinchcliffe. I used to be real tiny, real small. Believe it or not, there's no lie. I was 150 pounds, and now I'm 300. But they asked me what kind of dressing I wanted for my salad. And I said, give me like a vinaigrette and some oil. And it wasn't for the salad, really. It was kind of rub on my belly to minimize the stretch marks there. So there we go. Thank
There
you.
he is, a minute from Larry Roberts.
Wow.
Fuck
Right.
yeah. Is that true? So wait a second. You were in rehab for
Alcohol.
Right. How and you've been sober for 2 years.
2 years. Actually, 2 years ago today, I was still in rehab.
Wow.
How bad did it get? Like, were you waking up, tequila?
Well, yes. Let's say 3 weeks off work. Still have the same job. Great job. Appreciate it, guys. But you keep asking the porn question. And
Sure,
I think
okay.
I found out when I hit rock bottom, when I was pay-per-viewing porn for like 2 weeks straight. and I don't even remember it. I got like a $300 cable bill of just porn.
Wow.
You know, and it's just ridiculous. But yeah, so
That's
that's
a-
kind of rock bottom.
That's a real drinking problem
Yeah,
when you
a little
forget
bit.
about the internet and you're just getting porn
Yeah,
off
you're
of
the
pay-per-view.
I want-
Yeah, you
You
can
know,
get it for
55.
free.
That's when you
go
know
back
that-
to drinking.
Yeah.
Just fucking-
That's incredible. So I have so many questions
Sure,
for you,
sure,
Larry.
sure.
That's amazing.
By the
So-
way, you were really comfortable on stage. I really like your stage presence.
How
Like
long
you're
did you say
you're
this is your
yourself.
first time?
First time on stage.
Wow.
Holy shit, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
That is incredible. Wow. Mind blowing. So
I do
you
listen to the show a lot, though, guys.
But
Yeah.
you did this perfect. Like the finding your voice part is
Right.
the hardest part. Now, if you write jokes to go with your normal voice, then you're good to go because like you've already gotten past the stage presence
Sure.
like thing, and you could totally do this easily if
Appreciate
you.
it. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
fuck yeah.
Believe it or not, that was a written joke.
No, I'm not saying it's not a written joke. I'm not
No.
saying it's not a written joke. I'm just
No, no,
saying
I
that
mean, yeah.
you know you've already gotten past
So
the
let me
hardest
get this
part.
straight though. Have you been in rehab for 2 years?
No. I've been out of rehab.
For 2 years.
I was in rehab for about 6 weeks. 8 weeks.
Right. And you've been clean and sober for 2 years.
Not even a cold beer. You look at my table right now, it's a water and a Red Bull.
Wow. Water and a Red Bull.
That's right.
And you said that you used to look like
Cheers.
me, and now you look like that.
Yeah, it's just weird. Thanks,
I'm
Brian.
thirsty right now.
So-
No, I was.
So
I
you
don't-
stopped drinking and just started
just
eating
inflated.
everything.
Yeah, just inflated.
Right.
Yeah, like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was 150 pounds for like my whole life.
Made your
love
dick
that.
bigger though,
Negative,
right?
Negative.
No?
That's the downside about being fat. It shrinks really.
What?
Yeah, seriously.
Nah,
Yeah.
dog.
Brian.
Well, that might work for you.
Right.
I'm fat. I'm fat,
What?
not me.
It
He
does.
speaks for himself.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Oh, your dick was bigger when you were skinnier?
No, it was smaller when I was skinnier.
You're
It
so
definitely
full
got
of shit.
fatter, man. Like
Food you eat
some
goes
people
to the
put
dick.
weight in different areas. Like I got big hips.
Yeah,
you know,
you do. You're right
other
about
people
that.
have big stomachs. You know,
Muscle
like
region, but it's not to the dick.
oh, dude, it pumped all the fat into my dick.
Dupa.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, my dick falls asleep
what
like
are you
it's asleep
rocking
right
under the
now.
hat?
It's just it says Illuminati.
No, I mean like what's underneath
Oh,
the
what's
hat?
that? Like hair. Well, it's just
Oh, I like
Oh.
that.
Well,
Fuck yeah.
Christian Slater, guys.
Classic
Fuck yeah.
butt cut.
Bubba Ray Dudley, ladies and
There
gentlemen.
you go.
Bubba Ray
Yeah.
Dudley. For the 3 people in the room who know who that is. So what do you do for work, Larry?
Well, I'm an analyst.
Well, what are you analyzing, Larry?
Data. It's not
What-
real exciting at all.
What kind of data?
Just a bunch of numbers for. I work in IT. I'm in the IT department,
Oh.
and I like crunch the numbers and let everybody know how the company's doing. And
Right.
when we're not making any money, they come to me and ask why.
Right. That's a tough position.
It sucks.
Right. What's your favorite food?
Oh shit! I guess Italian. This is what I had before I came up here. Yeah.
Very
Actually, no,
good.
it's
Speaking
sweets
of
now. It's
Italian
weird since
time.
I got out of rehab. Sweets is all I really want.
Right. That's what they say.
Have y'all
That's-
had that Talenti? Have you ever heard of that gelato at Talenti? No. A lot of gelato eaters.
No,
Okay.
no,
Oh,
they
yeah.
they haven't. You're the only one that's been eating all of it, Larry.
You can't find it because it's in my freezer.
Yeah.
No, but that's all I want is that shit. And that's what I have for literally dinner every night is a
It's candy.
pint of Talenti.
You have-
no, it's gelato. It's just fucking gelato.
You have a pint of gelato every
Every
night.
fucking night.
Every
Oh,
fucking
dude,
night.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow. The guy that busted Global Guts reference, bringing back Full House.
Gelato is just ice cream with butter. You need
Well,
to
it's
stop.
like fancy ice cream. Yeah, you know. Yeah,
Go eat a stick of butter and some yogurt. You'll be
I'm right there.
So
better.
What's the advice
It goes
you're
good with
giving?
pay-per-view
Yeah,
porn.
with advice.
It goes perfect.
So Larry, don't you think that that's sort of like another unhealthy crutch? Is
Could be, yeah.
could be maybe.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
may have an addictive personality, but
Yeah.
the verdict is still out.
right. What do you think it would take to replace this gelato thing you're dealing with? This daily gelato?
I really don't know, Tony.
Because you are what you eat, and you're looking a little gelato. You know what I mean?
I am just a big walking lardo pint of gelato. I don't know. I really don't at this point.
It's so fun.
I was
It's
telling
so
some friends
cool.
of mine earlier today that I think I'm actually going to do something that nobody does. And come January 1, I'm going to start working out.
Really?
That's what I'm doing.
Huh.
Real original.
Dude, I'm doing it.
I love it. So
I
you're
got one of the. You remember the gazelle, old Tony Little?
yeah, the
I
worst.
got a fucking gazelle collecting dust. I'm gonna dust it off and yank it off, throw me a ponytail.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can just picture him on this gazelle just eating gelato, just like, this is great, doing it, making big changes in my life.
Right.
I mean, I'm up to 2 gelatos a day now, but I've got this fucking gazelle. That's so interesting, Larry. What was your drink of choice back in the day?
Bombay Sapphire.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Sorry, I like gin. What the I mean,
Fucking hate
Wow,
you.
man, you really saved yourself. Gin's one of those weird drinks that like takes over your face if you get too much into it. You know, they get this,
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
get that strawberry nose and shit.
That's what
Luckily got out in time.
What was like gin and tonic was my first drink starting off as a child. I don't know why. That's what they taught you.
Not mine. Mine was a good old Lynchburg lemonade. Back before there
What?
was Mike's Hard, Jack Daniels made Lynchburg lemonade, and my
Right.
brothers took me frisbee golfing one time, and I had 2 of them, and I was fucking rocked. Oh, I was the happiest fucking 15-year-old boy in the world. I was shit-faced.
Awesome.
It was great.
Awesome.
Larry, did you start on gin and just sort of stick with it the whole time?
I'm pretty sure I did. I mean, of course, you start off with cold beer and a little Strawberry Hill as a teen. You know, I grew up in a trailer park, so we.
Yeah,
liquor store
no,
right behind the trailer, as a matter of
I could
fact.
tell by your haircut.
Yeah, thank you. It's in a transition.
You guys
phase.
don't remember?
I'm trying to get my Tony Little ponytail, but
I love that.
But no, I think it was. I think it was gin was it. I don't know why it just was. It was
like
gin
that.
and Red Bull for starters, and then just went to gin, and just went to more.
Gin and Red Bull. Wait,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here?
He's about to just get really wasted after the set right now. It was just delicious gin and
It's, yeah. The more I talk
miss
about
it.
it, the thirstier I'm getting.
You single?
It's weird. No, I'm married. Actually, 15 years.
Wow.
The fact that I'm single, I'm so bummed out now. like this whole show, everybody, I'm like, no, they're definitely single. Nope, he's also married. Nope, he's also in a relationship. God damn it, I kill myself tonight.
Now the old lady, 15 years you've been married. She's stuck with you through it all.
She did.
Do you ever share your gelato with her?
Negative. It's all mine. No, actually, we. And she's not my size at all, but she does the same thing.
Wait,
But
she's
then-
bigger or smaller?
No, she's smaller. She's a lot smaller.
She's
Asian?
smaller.
No, she's white. Not that I have anything against her.
She's a.
Was there a
What
specific
the
Asian
fuck? Is
person
there
that you-
Asians over there?
I've been looking at this whole time.
I didn't know there's any Asians over there.
No offense to any Asians. Pointed one out real
Look at
hard.
this.
Just eating a
You just
nacho.
do? Wait a second. Wait, Tony, did you see
Yeah,
that?
I saw it.
What happened
I
there,
saw it.
man?
I just
I
slipped
saw
out.
it.
I'm sorry. Slipped
He
out.
did the old eye pull.
Yeah, the old Texas truffle. Is that what it's called?
Now, Larry, what else, man? Tell us something interesting. What was your childhood like?
Childhood, like I said, grew up in a trailer, bounced back and forth from California,
Mm-hmm.
Stockton to Sherman, Texas, up north. Oh, 2 people know Sherman.
Charmin?
That's pretty much Sherman.
Sherman.
Squeeze it.
Charmin?
Sherman.
Sherman.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like what was that? The tank Sherman.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Larry, something crazy about you. What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear is getting on stage. and
Now, the
bombing.
next biggest fear.
No, okay. Next biggest fear is, and this will come to you if you ever go to rehab, which I doubt anybody in here will ever do, is having regrets.
Right.
That sounds so fucking cliche and so cheesy, but
Regrets?
It's so true. You
Yeah.
look back and you go, fuck, dude.
I was gonna guess that your biggest fear is
No gelato?
right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe you
I listen to the show a lot, Tony. I knew where you were going.
you son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Tony, what's your biggest regret?
My biggest regret.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it a girl that got away?
no, it's probably no, it's probably not doing this podcast on my own from the very beginning.
Oh!
I'm just kidding, Brian. I love you. I love you. Ha ha ha. It's turned down. I can't even hit the button if I try. He has like a safety on his soundboard to where.
No, my iPad is sad that you
Oh.
even thought
An eye
that.
sad. Larry.
Yes.
Did you already answer the jerk off tooth thing? What was that?
I
You
didn't
just-
know, but I mentioned the whole porn addiction thing before going to the rehab.
Right.
And
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just
Whoops.
doesn't even make sense.
myself when I was still in the audience. But no, it would be probably the nastiest thing I ever really got into was like the German goo girls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Just
We-
fucking loads on the face.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, just one after the other.
Yeah.
So.
When they can't
That's
breathe,
really
and
bad.
except
I
for the
love it.
bubbles of the cum.
Yeah, and they're gargling
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes they even
They got the dog
not
collar
only not only the
catch-all.
mouth, but the worst is like the nose.
No, the
bubble.
nose bubbles.
A
Yeah.
goldfish eye just coming out of their nose.
Extra kind of hard.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
It's incredible, and you just fucking love it. You're just shooting
No, I don't
loads all
anymore.
over.
God.
Shooting gelato everywhere.
Dude, you want to do a rapid round?
Yeah, let's go rapid fire, Larry. It was so nice to meet you, Larry.
Thank you.
Another first timer, everybody.
Thanks,
Come
everybody.
on. Larry Roberts is on Twitter at accidentally TWT, right? What? Accidentally the whole tip is his podcast, and he's on Twitter at accidentally TWT. Yeah, we're not gonna.
We got here. We got here 30 minutes before the show. Yeah.
Well, we got
And-
here-
And if you didn't know what happened.
All right, I pulled another name out of the bucket. We're gonna move fast through this one. Put your hands together for Michael Kruger.
Hey guys. So I'm amazed how people keep managing to find a way to make Hitler relevant. I don't know if you've seen this on Netflix. Now they have like the new World War II in color documentary. It's like narrated by Martin Sheen. Y'all seen that, right? Y'all, at least no? Okay, somebody saw it. My roommates were playing it the other week, and for me, it's a lot like watching mommy and daddy fighting. I should explain that. My mom is German Jewish descent. My dad is German Nazi descent. So once I gassed the other in Auschwitz, at least that's what Ancestry.com told me. Hey, you can laugh at that. It happened. No, but really, like, I'm amazed how people keep on finding ways to make Hitler relevant. Like, that back in the late 90s, early 2000s, History Channel was the Hitler Channel, right? Back before they started doing Ancient Aliens. That was that. No, I feel like someday they might bring Hitler to IMAX. Just be scared. You remember those old Spy Kids trailers where like the pterodactyls were flying over people? Well, this one would be like a big Hitler doing the Heil and everybody, No? All right, that's my
yeah,
time.
Michael Kruger. There it is with the minute. Biggest laugh coming off of the classic "no" line, which we always love. Michael, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Just over a year and a half.
Year and a half. How does it feel to do worse than the three people whose first time it was tonight?
Oh man.
How does that make you feel?
it's-
Well, why do you hate Hitler for?
What?
Yeah. Didn't you know that there's a very pro-Hitler panel here
I mean,
tonight?
do you just hate dead people because they can't defend themselves, or?
What the fuck just
Just got
happened?
a shot.
You just bought yourself a shot?
Yeah.
I know nobody in the audience bought that shit for you.
Been trying to get a drink for like 20 minutes. Just had one brought.
I
What's up, Chris?
that.
How you been doing, man?
Pretty good.
Michael,
We
what is this? Your podcast? You
okay.
son of a bitch. Settle down with your questions.
Did you guys used to date?
Did we used to date?
It was a really awkward grinder date. We haven't talked about it in a while.
Michael, tell the truth. You got that sweater for Christmas, am I right?
Yes, I did. My
Yeah.
mom gave it.
Thank you. I fucking know that shit. I know it. I know because you're not wearing it right. That's
No,
why I know.
am I not?
It's still new to you. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like putting
That's
shit in your
hilarious.
pockets and stuff.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing in the
I know.
pockets.
It drives
Nothing in the
Brian
pockets.
crazy that
Yeah,
I
you
know a
look
little
fucking
bit
cool.
about fashion and looking good.
I bailed on a date for this shit, Tony.
What?
I bailed in the middle of a date for this shit.
For this shit.
For this shit.
Whoa, what was the date?
Tinder date.
Really?
Yeah.
And look, show me the girl. Show me the girl that you were gonna go on a date with. Show me a picture of this fucking.
My phone's on the table. Laurent, can you bring my phone?
Who? Did you just say mom? Can you bring my
Laurent.
phone?
Laurent. You remember Laurent?
Yeah, no, I
With the
remember
dick
Laurent.
that Brian's obsessed with?
I remember Laurent.
Tony, what's wrong with this? Like, how is he not wearing it?
Well, what's funny is
Laurent.
you could tell that he's been putting stuff in these pockets because they're
Oh
sticking
no,
out.
he hasn't. He just got it 2
I
days
see
ago.
the character you're doing. Okay, Brian, there you go. Very, very. It's just murdering this crowd right now. They're fucking in a tear right now.
8%.
8%.
Hopefully, it loads up your app before your 8% dies. Shaky hands.
God, you're so shaky.
I
right
know. What
now.
the fuck?
Damn,
Dude,
look at all
will you
these messages.
masturbate me
Holy
with your
shit.
hands?
What
What
the
the
fuck,
hell is
man?
wrong with your hand?
Whoa, you were gonna go with the
Nice.
black girl, huh?
Oh shit!
Wow.
Damn!
You made the right choice.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You made the right choice.
I mean, those areolas were too purple.
The Hitler joke was way better.
Thank you. At least something in my life is decent.
Right. Michael Kruger, any relation to Freddie?
You're as good as a comic as all the kids I went to elementary school with, Tony.
I know, Michael. No,
Let's move on.
I know people would reference the Kruger thing. I'm actually a much better comic than the people you went to elementary school with, unless they all have a 1-hour special debuting next month on Netflix. You.
Whoa!
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Motherfucker. Yeah, sip that beer. Shaky little bastard. Take a fucking shot at me.
There's a history of MS in my family, so yeah.
I love it. I bet.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I bet there is. What does the MS stand for? Mostly stupid?
Welcome to the burn unit, son.
You're right. You're right. The kids you went to elementary school with are better than me. So, Michael, your mom got you that sweater for Christmas. Am I correct? Your mom?
Yes, yes.
Right. Okay. And let me take a guess. Right. That was in like a plain box, but you know that it's from Kohl's, right?
Old Navy, that's what the tag says.
Really,
Yeah.
Old Navy?
Yeah.
Fuck, I was
That's
close.
Old Navy.
Damn it.
Close.
See, I'm good at bad sweaters because the way that I got sort of, good looking dress wise is because my mom used to buy me shit like that. And I'm like, and the only people that I was matching up with on Tinder were black girls. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta fucking up my game and get clothes that fit. No, I'm kidding. Michael, what's the kind of porn that you jerk off to that you've climaxed to that you wouldn't want to normally share with anybody?
Girl on a horse dick.
Oh.
I like that.
Wow.
But get the little
Looks
pony.
like an
Get the little
elephant,
pony
by the
porn.
way. It looks like an elephant trunk at the
No,
end.
no. My Pretty Pony porn is like the best. It's like those little ponies, but girls and the little ponies, because those dicks are actually bigger than black dick, but
Okay.
like they're not
Okay.
like going to kill her,
Okay.
but they're going to like ruin her night.
I'm gonna fucking Herb Dean this one.
definitely
it's
telling
over.
the
It's
truth.
over. It's over. Michael, we're flying through this part. That was very, very fun. I busted your balls. I'm sure you have a lot more material, and you just took a chance and talked about Hitler, and you stuck with it.
Yeah.
I love that. If Hitler could have seen that set, he would have fucking told you to take that sweater off.
I thought it was good. Dos is good.
There he goes.
Just
Michael
good.
Kruger, everybody. He's on Twitter at the Fake Kruger.
Let's do 3 more in 3 minutes.
That's impossible.
3 more in 5 minutes. Let's do it.
Let's see who JJ Dodd is. Here we go. JJ Dodd.
What's up? What's up? Finally a professional up here. Hey, so there's been a lot of talk about porn all night, so let's just keep that theme going, I guess. What the fuck happened to porn to where a girl throwing up on my dick is erotic? Like, that's so fucking nasty to me, dude. When she's going down on you, it's like, and I'm like, oh. I mean, it just fucking ruins it for me. And I don't know, like, there's whole categories, like puke on dick. You know what I mean? Like, you can go through, what the fuck? Who's getting off to this? Like, you can gauge society with how fucking crazy we are with the categories of porn. You know, like, it's fucking horse dick. What was this guy talking about? Fucking puking on dicks. I mean, it's all bad. It's all bad. I'm JJ Dodd. What's up?
Yeah.
It's the best way to end a set.
Yes, JJ Dodd. That was fucking badass.
And you're right, because like I had a blowjob with a girl that she like puked on my dick or whatever. And the next day I didn't wash it off, and like the stomach no, it curdles up and becomes a gel. I had to pull it off and like throw it away.
This is what's wrong with
It's
America.
a true thing.
This is what's wrong.
JJ Dodd, I fucking love that. First of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what? I'm sort of a. Okay, let's wait 1 second, Brian. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sort of into it. I'm sort of into the
puking on the dick?
The puking on the dick thing, and here's why. Let me tell you why.
Show of hands. Who else? Is
It
that?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter by
She's
show
into
of
it.
hands, because here's the thing. is that when you have a big penis, and I'm not going to be braggadocious and say that I do. It's a lot of fucking work lugging this thing around. I'm not going to brag about it, okay?
It takes all the blood out of his brain, though. You can tell.
Right. You know, I used to be fatter and my dick got much bigger, but anyway, my point is this: is that when you have a big dick, and I don't know what it's like to do that, but if you did, one of the most exciting parts of it, you end up finding out, is like, you know, when a girl finds out about it for the first time, like if they touch it or whatever, and they go, holy fucking shit. Like, that part, all right, you know what? You guys can't relate to this. My point being is that you get bored after a while. All right, forget it. JJ, I'm guessing since you're built like a snowman, you don't get a lot of pussy. Am I right?
No, I don't. Thank you for bringing that up. No.
How long you been doing stand-up?
That's my very first time.
What the fuck?
That was awesome.
Wow. We are popping so many cherries tonight,
Yeah.
which is the only fruit JJ has ever eaten.
That's true. That's true. Dipped in chocolate.
Right. That's so fucking cool, JJ. What do you do for work?
I nothing's cool. I'm a custom stair salesman. So I sell stairs to custom home builders.
I get the feeling that you're in charge of elevators, JJ.
Yeah, no
what
elevator,
exactly
escalator.
are custom stairs? Like, what kind of people are like, you know what? I want less stairs, a higher elevation.
I want very long stairs so I can roll up.
I don't need 20 stairs. Just give me 3 stairs that are 5 feet tall each. I want to reach up and pull up.
Need you to pimp my stairs for me, please.
Holy shit. What's the craziest kind of staircase you've built, JJ? And by the way, have you ever tested any of these staircases?
Yeah. It's so easy, right? It's so easy. Yeah. It's so easy.
Yeah, it is, and I have to acknowledge it. What's the craziest kind of staircase you've ever built?
I mean, I'm sure everybody's dying with anticipation.
They were flat stairs.
Glass spiral staircase.
It was a ramp, everybody. That was it. Wow.
The next show started 12 minutes ago.
You're right. JJ, thank you so much. It was so nice to fucking meet you. That was
Good
great.
to see you, man.
Another one,
Let's do 2 more, real quick though.
all these people. JJ_Dodd, D-O-double-D. What's that, Chris?
I love that he referenced the other guy. You got the guy with the horse dick up there.
Yeah. Making callbacks to everything. The guy with the horse dick, Laron. I pulled another name out of the bucket. Put your hands together for Alvin Newsom. Here he is. Alvin Newsom.
What's going on, guys? I'm getting older, and one of the things I'm noticing about myself as I get older is I'm starting to hate shit. Like, my biggest pet peeve now is seeing, like, adult males wearing short-sleeve dress shirts and long ties. Like, I hate that shit. Like, I'm serious, because short-sleeve dress shirts and long ties are meant for a very specific demo, and that demo is 5 to 7-year-old boys going to a funeral. Like, that's what the fuck that's for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're an adult male and you're wearing a short-sleeve dress shirt and tie, I assume you're one of 4 types of people. You're a used car salesman, a Mormon, a Geek Squad member, or a pedophile. Let's just be honest, guys. Let's just cut to the shit, okay? Like, any dude that's wearing a short-sleeve dress shirt and a tie, I'm assuming he has to stay 300 yards away from a school or a playground. That's my time. Y'all been cool.
Yeah. Boom. Alvin Newsom coming in, talking about stuff, killing it.
Great jokes.
You have gotten so much funnier since you went up first tonight. I'm just kidding. We love you, LeRon. You guys are both funny.
How long have you been doing comedy?
Almost 2 years.
How much material do you have? Like,
honestly, about 35
wow.
45.
That's so fun. What do you do for work?
I work in marketing and advertising.
Damn, everybody here has such weird jobs. It's like complete opposites.
What's Kim Kardashian like?
I've never met her.
You're unbelievable.
The Kanye thing, I get it.
Yeah.
You kind of Kanye-ish.
Like Kanye with like maybe
Like
drug,
a smile.
drug habit,
Kanye
maybe?
with a smile.
Yeah, I'll give you. All right, that's positive. I'll take that.
I love that, Alvin. You're from here in Texas?
No, I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee.
Ooh, I love Tennessee. So lovely. How long have you been in Texas?
About 6 years now.
Nice.
Do you like it better or less?
Besides the random white people pulling guns on me, I'm cool.
Yeah. Like,
because everybody has one here, like
it
grandma.
sucks to be a black guy in Texas, right?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird
not,
place.
like every time I see a black guy in Texas, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here. Like there's 49 other states. Why would you choose this one? You like getting choked when you get fucked, don't you?
It is true. Like, if I was black, based on principle, I would go as far north as possible.
Yeah.
This is true.
Like
it's
Iowa.
almost like, yeah, I'd go to Iowa. All
right, let's do another one.
Where they have, Iowa and black people get along because I heard they both have huge caucuses.
That was a little too highbrow for this crowd, Tony. Come on. That was too highbrow for this crowd.
Anybody who's making that groaning noise right now, guess what? You're stupid. It's not like I was doing stand-up and 20 minutes into my set I made it black people in Iowa, a huge caucus. No, I was in the moment, you fucking idiots. Black people was brought up and Iowa was brought up. And I took the two and I fucking cranked it. But no, it sounded cheesy. So you, like you fucking know. Well, guess what? This ain't American Idol, bitches, and your vote doesn't count.
Wow, Tony.
Alvin. I fucking love your style. We're going to fly through this part. How do you feel about opening up our stand-up show after
I love it, man.
Alvin
Boom.
Newsome, everybody.
Here we go.
We'll see him in a minute. He's on Twitter at ALVINSIGHSTS. Alvin Sites. Let's get one more comedian up. For those of you that signed up that didn't get up, we apologize. A lot of people signed up. A lot more than
way more.
Okay, Lawrence Rosales. Lawrence Rosales, your final comedian of the night, everybody. And then we do a stand-up comedy show.
I've been married for like a year. It's been going pretty well. Yeah, to a woman. And my wife asked me the other day, she goes, you ever think about kids? And I said, not a lot. That'd be weird. I thought that'd buy me a month. I don't know if we should pass our DNA along. I met my wife at community college in a remedial math class that I didn't pass. And I worry about the world we're leaving for our kids, Like, thanks to global warming, kids won't even get snow days in the future. They'll just get the day after a mass shooting off. I don't know, I didn't go to college, I didn't finish. I just walk around and I tell people shit. I'd be like, I'm street smart. It's like, what does that mean, Street smart's like a 15-year-old that can't count my change back to me. But he can tell me how many grams are in an ounce.
You got it. Boom, 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 boom,
Bam!
boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Wow!
Lawrence Rosales. How long you been doing stand-up, Lawrence?
7 months, 8 months.
7 months, 8 months. How much material do you think you have? If you had to guess.
If I'm sober, 20. 25. If I'm
25?
stoned, I can make it 30.
Seconds or minutes?
Minutes.
Perfect. Lawrence, we're going to keep this super quick. I think it's blatant and obvious that we blew our load very quickly with Alvin, and we are going to also add you to the show. Cool? 5 minutes?
Cool, man.
There he goes.
Awesome.
Lawrence Rosales, everybody. He's on Twitter at Lawrence Rosales. And, guys, guess what? Guess what? Just like when the nurse gives you the shot and you get the needle in you and you didn't even feel a thing, we did it. That's episode 140-something of Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Live from Dallas, Texas. We're going to regroup. Can I get a little bit more volume? We're going to regroup. We're going to have a smoke outside. And then we're going to come back in, and we're going to do a live stand-up comedy show. Lawrence Rosales is going to start it. Alvin Newsome goes after that. Motherfucking one and the only Chris Tellez, your very own, goes up after that. Brian Redband, Tony Hinchcliffe. We'll see you in a few minutes live from Hyenas, everybody. Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.